Hey guys, it's Chad, and guess what? We are in the kitchen, as you probably are often now that you're really concentrating on eating better foods, spending more time with the meal prep, all that stuff. Now, again, we're here to make this a simple transition, something that you can do today and something that you can do for the rest of your life. So I would say either number one or one of the biggest thing that helps people stick with eating more appropriately for their body size is to eat slowly and mindfully. Okay, now let's really think about what that means. Eating slowly, obviously, just taking your time, finding more ways to go about it and spread it out instead of being in such a rush like we often are. Maybe it's eating in the car, maybe it's eating on the go, or just eating as fast as possible, eating with only hand food. So that's not eating slowly, and a lot of times it's not eating mindfully. Now, what is eating mindfully? It's being aware of what you put into your body, knowing what that food is, where it comes from, what it's made of, what you're putting inside of you. Is it man-made food? Is it natural food that either grew from the ground or plant sourced, animal sourced? Is it an animal source that has all kinds of antibiotics and nitrates and other things added to it? There's a lot to think about when you're putting this into your body. So you don't have to make a drastic change all at once. All I'm concerned with you doing in this habit is to eat slowly and think about the food that you're eating as you eat it. Okay, that has helped so many people. Such a simplistic way of changing their habits and changing the types of food that they eat and how much they eat. It's really that simple. But I am going to give you 4 tips that help you eat slowly and help you eat mindfully. Okay, number 1, and you can write these down, and I encourage you to do that. And I'm going to have them flash on the screen here before this video is done. But number 1, chew your food 20 to 25 bites before you swallow it. Each bite, you chew it 20 to 25 times before you swallow it. And yes, that's going to extend the time, but it's also going to extend the enjoyment that you have with the food. You're going to taste it longer. You're going to appreciate it more. And because you're thinking about the food as you're chewing it and you're tasting it, as time goes on, as your taste buds change, you're really going to be able to tell, what is a real source of food, like what may be organic food and what may not be as well prepared food. And then if you go back and taste a sugary drink or soda or something like that, it's going to instantly hit you how sugary, how strong, how bitter, and how much it tastes differently than what food should taste like, because you're being more mindful of it and you're forcing yourself just to chew more, to take more time, which is a great way to do it. Set a rule, 20 to 25 chews before you swallow. Okay, that will completely help you. And it's such an easy thing. It's not about journaling or writing things down. It's a simple switch. The next thing would be to eat with a less dominant hand, or your non-dominant hand. Because we can eat so much faster. If you're right-handed, you're probably in the habit, and subconsciously just boom, 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 throwing it back. And it's so easy to do. But if you have to force yourself to pick up the food with your non-dominant hand and find your way, navigate it to your mouth, just think about, that's going to feel a little bit awkward when you do it now, but it's going to save you from just shoveling it in so quickly. Okay? And then, or put your fork down. So either one of these, I would say put your fork down between every bite so that you can chew it several times, 20 to 25 times. So that would be an either or, do one or the other, whether it's eating with your non-dominant hand or setting the fork down each time. Okay? So those are all to help you eat more slowly. And then just the one, as far as being mindful, really think about the taste and try not to do it in front of a TV. Try not to eat on the go. Your rule would include to sit down when you eat, without distractions, without trying to talk on the phone or talk to somebody necessarily. And just, you're present in the moment, so you get to appreciate whatever it is you have. And in the past, not everybody was able to have a full meal, a sit-down meal. And when they did, they were much more appreciative of it. I don't know if they ate slowly because they didn't have food for maybe days before, but you don't have a problem none of us have a problem with availability to food. So we just need to be more conscious of taking our time with it and appreciating the food that we have in the moment, not letting it be a distraction or something we do along with other things just so our day can go by quicker. Because it's not helping our health when we do that. All right, I'm gonna post the 4 tips here. If you haven't written them down, then do that. And also upcoming, the next lesson is about plating your food, the proper portion sizes that can make a huge difference as well. So very simple tips can go a long way, guys, so that you're not just making it through this journey for 4 weeks and saying, woohoo, I did it, but you're able to stay with it and not feel like you're so restrained and so restricted, but you're still making steady, healthy progress toward your goals week after week, month after month, year after year. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you soon.